Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going back into the Amazon tool deals and checking out some of the items that I've found for this week. These are either going to be items that are on sale, items that even at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or items I find interesting would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. I will have all of these items linked down in the description with their own independent links, so it's all easy to find. And then I'll have two additional links that says tools and tools continued. Those links are going to take you to a long list of tools that I've went over in the past or other tools that I suggest, so that's all there for you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe. It's a huge help, and I hope you guys enjoy. So the first item up is the Vessel Impact Ball Torsion Bit Set. This is a 33-piece set, and I mentioned this one maybe a month or so ago. I believe this is a new set from Vessel, and I have a couple different Vessel bit sets. Absolutely love Vessel bits and their screwdrivers, but their bits are fantastic, especially for the price. And a while back, and I was in the market for some longer bits, and I was getting ready to make this purchase, and they disappeared. And then when they came back, they were at like $70 something, and I wasn't gonna pay that for those. That's like some PV Swiss pricing. I love PV Swiss bits as well, but those things are expensive. But I think for what's included now, it's back and it's kind of stabilizing. So I think we're getting relatively to where this is where the price is going to settle at. So these are JIS, and I think what's included is amazing, especially if you're in the market for something like this, longer bits. It's got the shorter bits at 1 3/16 inches. It's got 2-inch bits, 3.5-inch bits, and 6-inch bits. I think that's a really good assortment of different lengths. Then you have the bit holder and the magnetic enhancer. Here you can kind of see a little bit better. Your shorter bits up top, slightly longer than your 3-inch and then your 6-inch. And they are all Phillips. Just keep that in mind. I'm wondering if they'll come out with a set similar to this, but maybe with more. Now, honestly, I use a lot of Phillips, so I would be perfectly okay with this. But it is at $56.70. It's got 2 ratings, 5 stars. Like I said, I believe it's a newer product, and the price is just now kind of stabilizing. It's been as low as basically $53, but it was for a very, very short period of time. And then, like I said, it shot up to 70, just over 72, and then it was 69 basically. And now it's finally dropped, and it's at 56. So I think that's a decent price for it, but once again, this is just Phillips or JIS, so it all just depends on what you're looking for and if you need it in these lengths. But I think this is a good set. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. So here we're looking at a Neiko 1/4-inch drive impact socket set. This is a 30-piece set, and it ranges from 4mm to 15mm. It is going to include the 4.5 and 5.5, and it's both shallow and deep. You get an adapter for your impact, as well as what looks to be a reducer from 3/8 to 1/4-inch. So if you want to use this on like a 3/8 impact, you can do that, or you can throw your adapter into impact driver. But this is at $33.97, down from $38. I think that's a really good price, especially if you're one that may use a lot of 1/4-inch impact. I know it's becoming very popular. Back in the day, you could not find an impact set in 1/4-inch to save your life. Now they're starting to grow and become more popular, so we're seeing more brands releasing them, which I'm okay with. I think it's just fine. I get that not everybody's going to have a use for it, but it is very affordable, and I like the fact that it goes up to 15mm, so that's really nice. So far, this has 4.8 stars with 376 ratings, so it's rated pretty highly and rated quite a bit. They are chrome vanadium, and it is Neiko. Back in the day, I had a few products from them that I absolutely hated. They were pliers. They just weren't clean. They didn't operate real well, but as far as this, I don't really see anybody complaining about quality, especially for the price. And it's 1/4-inch drives, so I think longevity of them are going to be just fine. So I think these little 1/4-inch drive impact sets are pretty awesome. So let me know your guys' thoughts. If you guys have a set, which brand you went with and your thoughts on them. They also have the SAE set. It's a little bit smaller set, 22-piece set from 22 pieces from 3/16 up to 9/16 in both shallow and deep. and that's at just under $25. Next up is one that I wanted to mention from Vessel, but not necessarily mention for the fact that it's on sale. It is at its full price. So this has only been as low as $48. I want this, but I don't want to pay for it, because if you guys follow the channel, you guys know that I have a ton of different screwdriver brands, tons of different screwdrivers, and the Vessel Wood Compo is one of my favorite screwdrivers of all time. Just the fit and finish, the feel in the hand. I absolutely love the handle design, and it's just material makeup, like absolutely love it. Well, this is like a special release or limited edition. This is called the Crimson Edition. So if you guys don't know, it's like a wood composite and resin mix to create these handles, and they either use dye or maybe they used a specific type of, you know, red wood to get this. I'm not exactly sure, but they're my favorite screwdriver, and they're a special edition. So I saw these, and I really wanted, if this would drop to like the normal Vessel pricing, because you can pick up Vessel screwdrivers like this for 30-40 bucks all day, but I think because this is the Crimson Edition that it's running a little bit higher. But if you guys haven't tried out the Wood Compo, not saying that you got to try out this set, like they got a full set here of just the standard Wood Compo, and then you can buy them individually as low as, at least from here, the cheapest one is $14. I mean, I think they're fantastic screwdrivers. Striking cap, just great screwdrivers to try out. So if you guys have any experience with these, let me know your guys' thoughts. But I'm like talking myself in and out of that Crimson set. So the last Vessel one for this week is the Ball Grip Premium Set of 2. This is going to be your Phillips number 2 and 6 slotted, and these are the premium ones. They come in a few different colors. They got the gold, the gray, and the red. Now I know a lot of people will buy like the Galaxy ones. The Galaxy ones are the ones that you can they're semi-clear, colored clear, and they'll get like a yellow in one, or they'll get their Phillips and they're slotted in 2 different colors. So when they're in a pouch, they can identify them really easily and really quickly without having to look at anything else except for the color. I have the Vessel Ball Grip, and I think they are a fantastic screwdriver. Like I said, I've tried out a lot of screwdrivers, and Vessel makes some really good stuff, especially for the price. Made in Japan. Here's their overall dimensions and a little bit closer up look of the 2 drivers in this set. There's the 220 Limited, but this has 4.4 stars with 86 ratings. Then I came across this DeWalt Tstack tool bag, which I don't think I had seen this one before, and I really like its design. I've had a lot of tool bags in the past, whether it's my Vitos or like cheap ones that I had way before then. And one thing that I always hated were they basically got the tent top. You push it together, and then you got the zipper in the center, and it just always kind of makes it a pain to get tools to fit in there, and then you're kind of crushing them or trying to dig through and get something. I really like the design of this. It's like a tote style, but an easy flop over top. Like, it's got a nice hard bottom on it. It's got a hard bottom on it as well, which I think is really nice. So this is at $42, down from a typical price of $56.28. But just taking a little bit closer look, there you can see you got a Velcro pouch on the side, some open pockets. You got that elastic band in the top just in case you want to throw something in there to keep it tight. Up in the top, it looks like you have a clear pocket, so you can put things in there, still have them visible. And then you got these pockets that run along the back side. Then you got a couple bigger slots, and I believe this center section is removable. I just like how it's open it up, very easy to access. When you shut the lid, it's not like you got to try and crush everything into the bag. There you can see the use of the clear pocket on the top, which does have a zipper, and that divider is removable. I think this is a nice little design. At $42, I don't think that's a bad deal, especially for the size, the design, the hard bottom. And I believe, just like since this is a T-Stack, that if you run the T-Stack or the Versus Stack, this should work with those pack outs and stuff. So 4.8 stars, 1,030 ratings. last item for this week is the ThruNite Defender 3-in-1. This is an EDC flat light. And ThruNite is a brand that I've had for many years. Them and Olight are very, very similar. The biggest difference is Olight uses a magnetic charging device versus ThruNite that uses your standard USB-C, but typically ThruNite lights are a little bit cheaper. Not always the case, but usually. And the designs are very similar in features. So this one has the white light, the UV light, and a green laser. And this one is at $60, just under $60, not on sale. For a while it was actually up at $75 and it's come down, which I think this is a much more reasonable price. But just real quickly looking at some of its information, a little bit closer up, there's a 3-in-1, 1600 lumens. So 1600 lumens, the green beam, the UV, a lot of great features in there. If you guys aren't aware, green lasers will get rid of geese. So if you got a geese problem, this flashlight's going to be very, very helpful for you. So here you can kind of see the dial position. You can select between the locked position, the white light, the laser, and the UV light. And then it does have little LED indicators up here for battery life. And it does have a magnetic base. There you can see the LED indicators for battery life. But this is a great EDC light because they're pretty thin. They're quite bright, very light, durable. Pocket clip. I mean, it's a great little light. I've had quite a few ThruNite lights and they've been quite impressive. The max beam distance is 139 meters, so that's not terrible for 1600 lumens. So that is it as far as this week's Amazon tool deals. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, all of these items are linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.